Let me ask you a question. Why do you believe your twin flame has come into your life? I need you to close your eyes, feel into your heart, and not listen to the mind, but really, truly come into the embodiment of this journey and recognize that your twin flame is here to help you find, heal, and see the parts of you that you have separated from. Hello, fellow flames. In case we haven't met, my name is Dr. Harmony, and I'm here to help you discover that the separation is within yourself so that you can find the inner union and that so you can align with your highest version and match. I can't tell you how many times people have told me, clients on social media, just feedback, and just in general for the collective twin flame community, that there's only this one person that can make you feel this certain way because twin flame love offers the depths of something that you can't experience with somebody else. And while that is true, when you reach your highest match, it is not true from a place of you not being whole, complete, and one with yourself. And until you find that inner connection, that inner union within you, you can't even experience with the person you believe to be your twin flame because all they're doing is triggering you and mirroring your wounds and bringing up things for you to connect to more of yourself, which is loving more of yourself. So ultimately, my goal is to help you become the one that you want to be with so that you don't have to worry about chasing anyone, that you can magnetize towards you the person that equals your highest version of yourself. And so I aim to do this through multiple ways. Number one is showing up here on YouTube. I'm going to have a series on, some things about helping you become one with yourself. If this is of interest to you, please put a comment below and let me know you're on board with me, because I'd like to take this as a journey between you and I throughout the first part of this year. And my goal would be that by the end of this year, that you have become the one and that you're ready for love. And so I want to show up here from a place of being that coach for you, that person for you that can also help mirror to you what it is that you need to do to find love inside. Now, I've been doing that over the last several years. And I also have had multiple different self-love techniques and tools that I created all last year because I took a deeper dive in myself to become that one, to align even more with my one. And so I've kind of walked that walk, and now I'm ready. I've been talking the talk, but now I want to really, I can confidently come into this place of feeling unified within myself. And I'd like to show you how to do that. So one of the first things I'd like to do is to invite you to my Reset Your Cosmic Clock live Zoom call that I'll be doing on January 14th. You can check out all the information below. You can get signed up. I want to thank all of you that signed up. We've got about 40 people already signed up, and we're just getting started. So I can't wait to see you guys there. Be sure to get plugged into that. And that's going to be a great way to learn how to put some of the things that we're going to talk about into action within your reality, and to claim that and how to embody it, and how to go out there and be it. So that means in this video, what I really want to do is teach you what inner union means, or what union means, period, because there's so much controversy out there. And we're going to talk about the controversy and the misconceptions that I'm going to bring into this and share some of those as we go through this series I'm going to do. But let's talk about union, not even inner union. Okay, so union itself means that there's all these severed parts that are coming into this oneness. And so when it comes to us, we have all these facets, we have all these aspects. And the goal is to integrate these parts of us so that we can combine all of the pieces and create balance between these parts of us that are coming into unity with an objective to restore wholeness of those fragmented pieces. Now, they've been fragmented because we've not came into the true self, the higher self, the highest version of ourself, the wholeness and the innocence of our true nature. And our true self is really that person that came here to embody heaven on earth. in this particular life. It is the innocence of the truest form of the truest nature of divine love in expression in all areas of our life. And for us to embody that, we have had to go through a process of retrieving our soul, basically. And that's one of the reasons why I always do and talk about, like in my work I do, is I help do soul retrievals so that we can revisit timelines, different past experiences, stories, past lives, this life, childhood wounds. And we can go back to the origin of where you became fragmented, where you became split. And we can heal that. We can clear out what's the block is. We can collect the part of your energy that you gave that power away, or you lost a piece of you. And then we can create a balance in that energetic aspect of you that is a part of you that is no longer separating from that piece of you that you separated from, because now it hurts to see, feel, or heal that side of you. Such as abandonment. That's one of the biggest ones we see in the twin flame community is abandonment. And that's a big one for everyone, because that's one of the biggest things we're collectively clearing because of back to the timeline of the fall of Atlantis, when we had the soul separation, and it created fragments of our soul that split in those timelines so that we can go to that higher self. We can go into that space of an energetic realm multiple times, spaces, and realities, and collect the parts, as I mentioned. And so what this is going to do is create an inner union of yourself from all those pieces that will then put you in alignment to come into more of and establish a reunion with your other half, which is more, if we get these terms right, the union occurs inside, not with the person first. The reunion happens with the person when you come into the union of yourself. So now let's revisit that question. Why did your twin flame come into your life? What is the purpose they have for you? And that is really their highest purpose, is for you to be able to see yourself in the reflection, so that you can go into your core wounds and the traumas you have in order to see, feel, and heal the parts of you that have been separated from this trueness, this authenticity, this divine love that we're returning to, into this innocence of the core of the divine. So a better way to even think of the true self is the divine self. The divine self that says that every part of us matters, that you can show up being enough how you are, even. It's not like you're dysfunctional technically, or that something's wrong with you, even being wounded. Because it's accepting the wounds inside of yourself and accepting within that yourself helps you come into a state of being more accepting of other people and where they are. And why are they mirroring this to you? So one of the really key things in here is to make sure that you can look at the triggers as yourself. That not to point the finger, not to blame, not to view it from an aspect of it's something that they're doing to you, but it's really for you. So my goal is if you will follow me along this year, that you will be able to discover that truth, even if you don't own it yet. Okay? This is very multidimensional. It is it's not linear. So love is not linear, and neither is this healing process. And so that's a piece of what the separation is, because of your own belief systems that have been acquired mostly, or the ones you have created within yourself to keep you safe or keep you contained to a part of this journey, rather than breaking out of that mold and realizing that everything exists, and it all is like the oneness of it is the good, the bad, the dark, the light. And you somewhere fit in a spectrum of all of these parts of the universe, of the collective energy, which is, I'll share some information more as we go through this process as to the collective energy of this and how that really works, because this is so deep. There's no way I could give you all this information in one video. And basically, I've just finished my book on creating an inner union, and it's getting finalized, and it's kind of going to be going back and forth now to finish editing, and it probably won't be out for about a year from now, like probably January of 2024. But I'm just so excited to share everything I've learned, because writing that book technically changed my life and me internally. And I already thought I knew what a union was, but now I'm actually embodying it, and I really want to show other people how, as I said. So super excited about it. And once again, if you're following along with me and you plan to make that commitment for this year to follow me to find that inner union, tell me below, because I want to like really communicate and follow you guys and be here with you and cheer you on as you find the inner union, because there is really something to be said that is different from knowing it, believing it, feeling it, being it. There's a huge difference. And I'm even like, I'm feeling the emotion of that. So you might be feeling that emotion too. So let me just regroup myself here, because I don't even know where these emotions are coming from. Because one thing I will tell you, it feels like it's collective. It feels like this is needed. And as I say this, it makes me feel like I'm showing up in alignment with what I'm to be here with you guys. Because I feel like, and this is just, I'm just dumping here for a moment, that I've been trying to find my place with you guys for about a year or two. I went on my own little reroute. I've been doing some major healing and questioning where I need to fit in with you guys. What do you guys need? How can I show up for you in the way that you need it? And for right at this moment in this recording, I feel aligned with what I'm saying, and I hope you can feel it too. And if you do, let me know, because this was not planned. It's just something I truly feel in my heart, that I'm finally where I need to be with something here with you guys, because it feels like there's been a disconnect with my showing up and your readiness. So again, if you're on board with me, please let me know. Okay, so let's get back on track. So basically, you're coming into the oneness of all of you, all your true essence, the true nature of your divinity. And the twin flame the purpose is to help you expand into that highest version, so that you create that inner union, as I said. But the key in that is to know that you're learning how to build a foundational dance inside yourself, an energetic dance between your own masculine and feminine energies, so that as those parts of you come into this state of merger inside, that you can navigate your life, your love, your lover, your livelihood. You can navigate all of everything around you, because as we also know, and this is again what we're going to talk about in the Cosmic Clock Reset that I'm going to teach you, is everything outside of you is a mirror of what's going on inside. So what these foundational tools are is to focus on this inner union that's going to change you and everything around you once you do. So what that really means also is, if you really want to become one with the one, then you got to become one with the one inside. And it's important that you detach from the idea that only that one person can be the end all be all to what it is you need, and that you can detach from the idea that you even have to have an external person in order to find this inner union. Because I guess what I'm saying in that is, a lot of times on the spiritual journey, we're focusing on thinking that you got to do all the work, you got to get it all done, you got to be this perfect being before you can have it. And people go into this with all of these misconceptions and these ideas and these beliefs that are even built into this twin flame journey. And because of that, they're really just creating limitations and blocking yourself because of what's externally going on, and belief systems and labels that you're connecting to that are really now becoming the blocks that's preventing you from having what it is you want. So a piece of that is, I said this a while ago, is knowing you're already enough. to be what it is you want to have. It doesn't mean you don't continue to work to accomplish your self-mastery and that you don't continue to, basically stop running from yourself to chase another person. It's more about surrendering to the process, and also know that this journey is about the process, not so much the person, because it's inside of you that you're desiring and you're actually seeking is the true self. So just to quickly recap, you are basically your twin flame inside, coming into union with yourself. And the person believed to be a twin flame is an energetic fragment of you that is helping you retrieve the part of you you've separated from. And their primary purpose then is to help you awaken those hidden aspects by acting as that mirror and reflecting light on your own shadows that you've suppressed. And then the areas you don't like about them are really represents the part of yourself that you've either rejected or has been dormant. And so once you acknowledge these aspects that you see in them that you don't even like within yourself, then you're able to basically reclaim your power. And that is now you taking responsibility for your own trauma and showing up for your own healing, showing up for your own self. And that is a piece of the healing process that you need to become whole and complete within. So, once again, make sure to check out the links below so you can get signed up for my free event on the 14th. Make sure to let me know if you're going to be following me on this series and journey to union within for this year. In fact, my word for this year is unity. And so if you're on board with unity, I'll see you in the next video. May you always face your fears, find freedom, and glow forward on fire. Namaste.